Welcome to another mandatory mental liberation series book overview episode produced by Baba Jelani Bamani Dembe, founder of Majestic Mind Matters University. I'm your royal narrator, Queen Magical Melanin, for this new episode titled The Color Purple. Alice Walker's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, The Color Purple, is a powerful and moving story that explores the struggles and triumphs of a melanin-rich culture woman in America during the early 20th century. The novel follows the life of Celie, a young melanin-rich girl who faces abuse, discrimination, and oppression, but ultimately finds strength, independence, and self-empowerment through her relationships with other melanin-rich women. Set in rural Georgia in the early 1900s, The Color Purple is a novel that confronts issues of race, gender, and power in a deeply segregated and patriarchal society. From a young age, Celie is subjected to physical, emotional, and sexual abuse at the hands of her stepfather, and later her husband, Albert. Through her letters to God, Celie reveals her pain, fear, and sense of worthlessness as she struggles to survive in a world that devalues and oppresses her. Despite the hardships she faces, Celie finds solace and strength in her relationships with other melanin-rich culture women. In particular, her friendship with Shug Avery, a glamorous and independent blues singer, serves as a source of inspiration and empowerment for Celie. Shug encourages Celie to embrace her own sexuality, to assert her own desires and needs, and to challenge the oppressive structures that control her life. The novel also explores the complex and often fraught relationships between melanin-rich women in a society that pits them against each other. In addition to the abuse she suffers at the hands of men, Celie also experiences betrayal, jealousy, and rivalry from other women, including her stepmother, Sophia, and even from her own sister, Nettie. However, as the novel progresses, Celie learns to forgive and support other melanin-rich culture women, recognizing the importance of solidarity and melanin-rich culture sisterhood in the face of oppression. The Color Purple is a novel that deeply examines the intersections of race, gender, and power in a society that seeks to marginalize and silence melanin-rich culture women. Through her depiction of Celie's experiences, Alice Walker challenges the traditional narratives of melanin-rich culture women's lives, highlighting their resilience, agency, and capacity for resistance in the face of overwhelming adversity. Walker's novel also celebrates the creativity, spirituality, and strength of melanin-rich culture women born in America as a result of chattel enslavement, offering a vision of liberation and empowerment that is rooted in the traditions and histories of melanin-rich culture women. One of the most powerful themes in the novel is the importance of self-love and self-acceptance in the face of oppression and discrimination. Throughout the novel, Celie struggles to find her own voice, her own agency, and her own sense of self-worth in a world that seeks to diminish and dehumanize her. However, through her relationships with other melanin-rich culture women, through her own acts of courage and defiance, and through her own spiritual and emotional growth, Celie ultimately learns to love and accept herself for who she is. In Alice Walker's seminal novel, The Color Purple, the protagonist Celie embarks on a transformative journey towards independence and self-empowerment, largely influenced by her relationships with other melanin-rich culture women in the narrative. Throughout the course of the novel, Celie's interactions with melanin-rich culture characters such as Shug Avery and Sophia play a crucial role in shaping her melanin-rich culture identity, catalyzing her growth, and ultimately empowering her to break free from the confines of oppression and abuse. One of the most significant relationships Celie develops in the novel is with Shug Avery, a vibrant and assertive blues singer who captivates Celie with her beauty and charisma. From their initial meeting, Shug becomes a pivotal figure in Celie's life, offering her a different perspective on womanhood and challenging Celie to question the oppressive gender roles that confine her. Shug serves as a mentor and a source of inspiration for Celie, encouraging her to discover her own worth and potential. Through her intimate and tender relationship with Shug, Celie begins to experience love and desire for the first time, awakening her senses and igniting a sense of agency within her. Shug's influence on Seely extends beyond matters of the heart, as she also empowers Seely by instilling a sense of self-worth and confidence in her abilities. Shug's defiance of societal norms and expectations serves as a beacon of strength for Seely, inspiring her to assert herself and reclaim her agency. As Seely gains a sense of empowerment through her bond with Shug, she learns to stand up for herself, challenge the oppressive forces in her life, and embark on a journey towards personal liberation. Similarly, Seely's relationship with Sophia, a fiercely independent and resilient woman, also plays a crucial role in her quest for independence and self-empowerment. Sophia's unwavering defiance against the oppressive patriarchal system resonates with Seely, encouraging her to find her own voice and resist the forces that seek to subjugate her. Sophia serves as a role model for Seely, showcasing the power of resilience, courage, and self-assertion in the face of adversity. Through her interactions with Sophia, Seely learns the importance of standing up for herself, setting boundaries, and fighting for her rights. Sophia's unwavering strength and determination inspires Seely to break free from the cycle of abuse and oppression that has defined her life for so long. As Seely witnesses Sophia's fearless attitude and refusal to be silenced, she begins to find her own voice and assert her agency, paving the way for her journey towards self-empowerment. In Alice Walker's novel, The Color Purple, the protagonist Seely struggles against the oppressive forces in her life, including physical and emotional abuse, racism, and sexism. Despite these challenges, Seely is able to break free from her oppressors and find her own voice and strength, largely due to the support and guidance she receives from the female friendships and connections she forms throughout the novel. One of the most significant female friendships in the novel is Seely's relationship with Shug Avery. Shug, a charismatic and independent woman, serves as a mentor and source of strength for Seely. Shug encourages Seely to reclaim her own agency and value herself as a person. Through their friendship, Seely is able to see herself in a new light and gain the confidence to stand up against her abusers. Shug's unconditional love and support help Seely to break free from the cycle of abuse and find the courage to pursue her own happiness. Another important female connection in Seely's life is her relationship with Sophia. Sophia, a strong-willed and defiant woman, serves as a role model for Seely in asserting her own power and fighting back against the oppressive forces in her life. Through her interactions with Sophia, Seely learns the importance of standing up for oneself and refusing to accept mistreatment. Sophia's resilience and determination inspires Seely to find her own strength and challenge the systems of power that seek to keep her down. Seely also forms deep bonds with other women in her community, such as Nettie and Squeak. These relationships provide Seely with a sense of belonging and support, helping her to feel connected to something larger than herself. Through her connections with these melanin-rich women, Seely is able to see the power of solidarity and melanin-rich culture sisterhood in overcoming adversity. By sharing their stories and experiences with one another, these women are able to uplift and empower each other, creating a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose. Overall, the melanin-rich culture female friendships and connections in The Color Purple play a crucial role in helping Seely break free from the oppressive forces in her life and find her own voice and strength. Through the support and guidance of melanin-rich culture women like Shug, Sophia, Nettie, and Squeak, Seely is able to overcome the internalized shame and self-doubt that have held her back for so long. These melanin-rich culture women show Seely that she is not alone in her struggles and that she is capable of fighting back against the systems of power that seek to oppress her. In conclusion, the melanin-rich culture female friendships and connections in The Color Purple serve as a powerful force in Seely's journey towards mandatory mental liberation and self-empowerment. Through the love, support, and guidance of her melanin-rich culture female companions, Seely is able to break free from the chains of mental oppression and find her own voice and strength. These melanin-rich culture relationships demonstrate the transformative power of melanin-rich culture sisterhood and solidarity in overcoming adversity and reclaiming one's own agency. Alice Walker's novel reminds us of the importance of melanin-rich culture female friendships in our lives and the ways in which they can help us to overcome even the most daunting challenges. The relationship Celie forms with Shug Avery and Sophia in The Color Purple significantly impacted her journey towards independence and self-empowerment. Through her connections with these strong and influential melanin-rich culture women, Celie is able to challenge the oppressive forces that seek to diminish her worth, reclaim her agency, and forge her own path towards mandatory mental liberation. Both Shug and Sophia serve as catalysts for Celie's personal growth, inspiring her to embrace her own strength, resilience, and inherent self-worth. Ultimately, it is through these transformative relationships that Celie is able to break free from the constraints of her past and emerge as a powerful and empowered melanin-rich culture woman in her own right. The Color Purple is a novel that explores the complexities of race, gender, and power in a deeply segregated and patriarchal society. Through the character of Celie, Alice Walker offers a poignant and powerful portrayal of the struggles and triumphs of our melanin-rich culture women born in America as a result from chattel enslavement in the early 20th century. The novel celebrates the resilience, strength, and beauty of Black women, offering a vision of liberation and empowerment that is both deeply personal and profoundly political. Alice Walker's masterpiece continues to resonate with readers today, reminding us of the enduring legacy of our melanin-rich culture women born in America as a result of chattel enslavement, their resilience and resistance in the face of oppression. I'm Queen Magical Melanin. We trust that you have expanded your understanding through the insights shared by Baba Jelani Bomani Dembe of Majestic Mind Matters University in our mandatory mental liberation series. Specifically in this discussion titled, The Color Purple, remember, it is essential to honor the ancestors. We have a unique connection to the ancestors. They endured struggles, preserved culture, and passed down invaluable wisdom through generations. By honoring the ancestors, we pay tribute to our roots and draw great strength and inspiration from the resilience and legacy that have paved the way for our present and future generations. Ancestral reverence is a powerful way for us to uphold our identity, heritage, and cultural legacy. Here is an Alkebulan proverb to remember. If you think you are too small to make a difference, you have not spent the night with a mosquito. Strive for self-awareness, always treat yourself kindly, and live a fulfilling life.